Thank you, Honorable Speaker, sir, for allowing for that reshuffle. But before I respond to the oral question, let me respond to the Leader of the Opposition's comments this morning while responding to the Honorable Prime Minister's ministerial statement, because it's been reported in the media on the capacity of the COP30 delegation, especially technical staff of the Ministry of Agriculture and the Director of Meteorological Services. Just want to assure the August House and also the members of the public and the media that the delegation had covered the 14 thematic areas, including agriculture and also those issues that were supposed to be covered by the meteorological services. And the key negotiators and technical staffs attended all those meetings, including the 94 meetings and side events. So that was well covered. And also those lead negotiators that took the lead were also receiving instructions and also updating the relevant ministries before they took up Fiji's stance in those negotiations. Mr. Speaker, sir, I thank the Honorable Penyoni Ravuna for this question, and I rise to provide an update to this August House on Fiji's third nationally determined contribution, commonly referred as the NDC 3.0. Mr. Speaker, sir, Fiji has a long-standing record of the climate leadership, which includes the Honorable Leader of the Opposition as a former climate champion. We became a party of the United Nations Framework Convention of Climate Change in 1993, way back when the Honorable Prime Minister today was the Prime Minister then during the SVT government. We were the first country in the world to ratify the Paris Agreement in 2016, followed by our updated NDC in 2020. Affirming our commitment to achieving net zero emissions by 2050. Mr. Speaker, sir, Fiji formally submitted its NDC 3.0 to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change on 6 November 2025. And this was also submitted to the United Nations General Assembly in the 80th session in September by the Honorable Prime Minister. This submission fulfills our international obligation as well as our national legal mandate under the Climate Change Act, which requires the preparation and communication of successive nationally determined contributions. Mr. Speaker, sir, NDC 3.0 has been developed at a time of heightened climate urgency. The latest assessments from the Intergovernmental Panel of the Climate Change, IPCC, which Honorable Leader of the Opposition talked about this morning, are clear that the world is rapidly approaching the limits of what the planet can safely absorb. Overshooting the 1.5 degrees threshold would mean the amplification of every climate hazard that already threatens Fiji, such as the rising sea levels, more intense tropical cyclones, collapsing coral systems, and the destabilizing impacts of food security, infrastructure, and economy. The latest IPCC report, AR6, reveals that small island states will continue to bear these consequences first, most severely and often irreversible, if urgent climate adaptation and mitigation measures are not put in place. Mr. Speaker, sir, in July this year, the International Court of Justice, ICJ's advisory opinion further reinforces this reality, not simply as a scientific warning, but a matter of international legal responsibility. The ICJ confirms that states have obligations to act consistently with the best available science to prevent further climate harm and to protect rights, lives, livelihood, and vulnerable populations, including those in low-lying and climate-exposed nations. Fiji's NDC 3.0 reflects this responsibility by aligning our commitments with both the scientific evidence and the legal expectation now placed upon international community. Mr. Speaker, sir, the preparation of the NDC 3.0 was grounded in rigorous technical analysis. Extensive modeling was taken using real emission data collected by our national inventory reports and the biennial transparency reporting system. These datasets enable sector-specific projections, scenario testing, and mitigation pathways across energy, transport, waste, and agriculture, ensuring that the NDC targets are credible, evidence-based, and implementable. Mr. Speaker, sir, NDC 3.0 significantly emphasizes Fiji's ambition It introduces a target to reduce 36% of emission from energy sector by 2035, relative to a business as usual scenario. Of this, 12% will be achieved through domestic efforts, while 24% will require international support. It also affirms our aim to reach close to 100% renewable electricity by 2030 and 100% by 2035. Mr. Speaker, sir, for the first time, Fiji's NDC expands beyond energy sector to include mitigation targets for agriculture and waste, including manure management, biogas system for smallholder farmers, and reduction in methane emission from landfill and waterways. One of the questions that was raised yesterday by the Honourable Leader of the Opposition. Mr. Speaker, sir, NDC 3.0 places strong emphasis on adaptation. Also, for the first time, introduces national definition for loss and damage, recognizing that some impacts cannot be avoided or adapted to. Our NDCs commit Fiji to strengthening system, data, financial mechanisms, and institutional arrangement to respond to unavoidable climate practices. Mr. Speaker, sir, the implementation of the NDC 3.0 is divided into unconditional and conditional components. While Fiji will act decisively within its means, most of the mitigation, adaptation, and loss and damage commitments are conditional and will rely on access to new and additional finance, technology transfer, and capacity building. To support implementation, Fiji will progress the development of the Coasted Implementation Plan to mobilize investment and drive coordinated action across government, communities, and the private sector. Mr. Speaker, sir, in closing, the NDCA 3.0 is not simply a policy statement. It is Fiji's declaration that we will respond to climate crisis with the full weight of science, legality, and national responsibility. Fiji's submission on 6 November 2025 to the UNFCCC reaffirms our unwavering commitment to safeguarding the 1.5 degrees guardrail, a guardrail defined by the IPCC and reinforced by the International Court of Justice. It signals that Fiji will continue to lead, to demand accountability, and to protect our people, our economy, our sovereignty, and our future in the face of the greatest threat of our time. We now value, sir, and I thank you.